Velkomin Aloya Magistr Velkomin till Oya Magerøya. For God's sakes, it's welcome to the island of Magerøya, and I'm struggling with that pronunciation, even the word of the island. This is the northernmost point of Norway. We're gonna check out Nordkapp, Skarsvåg, and Honningsvåg. So I'll start in Honningsvåg. So after getting off the plane at the airport in Honningsvåg, I started putting the bike together and formulating a plan to take a bus ride up to Nordkapp that night. But it turned out that the bus wasn't running. So it was 25 miles up to the point. So I just thought, I'll bike up there. I left the airport in shorts and a little rain jacket in case it rained. And it started off good enough. So, at this point, I'm just happy to be in Norway on my bike. I'm ecstatic. But not long into it, it's apparent that this is not New Jersey, and the elevation is pretty intense. But the real kicker is when the fog rolls in, it starts raining, and the wind begins. So it's cold. I mean, if you were driving up there and you looked off the road into the fog, you would have seen me butt naked putting on long johns and a winter coat. My hands were freezing, my feet were freezing, just not an altogether comfortable situation. And the 25 miles was 25 miles. Plus the elevation, plus no sleep. I don't know, it didn't matter. I still made it up there at around 3 a.m. and got a stupid picture where you can kind of tell how beat up I am. I mean, I'm not even looking at I look literally shook, like I'm falling down. There are 2 points in Norway that I want to stress here. One is that you're literally allowed to camp almost anywhere you want in the country. And two, currently, is the phenomenon known as the midnight sun. Now get ready to turn your phone horizontal. The sun never sets above the Arctic Circle from early June until late July. There's 24-hour daylight. This is the reason I was able to bike up to Nordkapp and get there at 3 a.m. 200,000 people flock to Nordkapp annually to watch the midnight sun from Europe's northernmost point. A few miles down the road, Skarsvåg claims the world's northernmost fishing village. It holds a population of only 60 people. The warming from the North Atlantic current keeps the port of Skarsvåg ice-free year-round. I met a local named Wojtek at Skarsvåg who told me I had to check out this natural formation of rock called chheecckkk, butchered it, which is an arch that formed. I know exactly how I got there and a lot about it, but I'm just not going to tell you. Another cool part of being above the Arctic Circle is reindeer. A woman in Skarsvåg told me that they eat them regularly. The reindeer are herded and sold by the Sami people, which I was going to say are indigenous, but I recently learned they are not. But in the summertime, the Sami take them to the island and let them loose. All right, 25 miles back to town, we are back in Honningsvåg. Honningsvåg is home to 2,484 people. Check how different the climate is down here, much warmer and clearer than up at Nordkapp. Most of the money for the town is made off tourism, and these cruise ships that come in, I was told, daily, which must be wild for the locals. But people might take the cruise ship because of this dang tunnel, the Nordkapp Tunnel. 4 miles long, 696 feet down, the longest, deepest subsea tunnel in the world, constructed from 1993 to 1999. It was not very chill. Not very chill at all, but it was the way out.
That wraps up the island of Magerøya. I hope that you've enjoyed this chapter. It was actually pretty fun to make.
But for real, if you have any comments or anything about it, or what you'd like to see from like some kind of video I make or something, whether it's educational or more of like what I experienced, or maybe all above, if you could tell me what you think to me, because, yeah, I have no idea. This was just kind of something, it was fun to make, so I appreciate you watching it. Grazie.